Hi, my name is Lisa Cressman. I'm an Episcopal priest and the founder and steward of Backstory Preaching. In 1966, Robert F. Kennedy said this: "There is a Chinese curse which says, 'May he live in interesting times.' Like it or not, we live in interesting times. They are times of danger and uncertainty, but they are also the most creative time in the history of mankind." Our times are no less creative and interesting than President Kennedy's. Our need for a creative response is just as urgent. Expressions of overt racism and prejudice are rising. Common civility is decreasing. Political positions are championed as if they determine one's eternal salvation or damnation. Loyalty is questioned to party, country, family, church, and God. And there are plenty of people who are certain they are qualified to judge. Not since the civil rights era have preachers been so called upon to discern and proclaim what it means to love one's neighbor as oneself. With so many competing interests, so many people unwilling to dialogue, and so much fear driving people apart, what will help us preach the dignity of every human being in such a way the gospel can be heard? In short, how do preachers lead when the present is so troubled and the future such a big question mark? Well, a good place to start is with our call to preach. Who are we as preachers? What is our authority to preach? And how is our authority used in service of the gospel? How do we better understand our listeners and their experiences that influenced their convictions? How do we access the Spirit's courage to preach the gospel no matter the consequences to us? These are the questions I answer in the Backstory Preaching e-course, Preaching Through Uncertain Times. This course will help you preach through the times we're in, to proclaim the gospel creatively, lovingly, and clearly, so that all people know we are Christians because we love one another, and we love our neighbors like ourselves. Get Preaching Through Uncertain Times to dig into what it means to preach through interesting times, and be good news to preach good news.